How to text a girl. You were lucky enough to get the number of a girl you like. But what do you do next? If you're too nervous to call, texting is the best way to grab her attention. If you're feeling nervous about saying the wrong thing or coming on too strong, don't worry. Before we begin, please hit the like and subscribe button for such content. Number 1. Keep it positive. When texting a girl you like, keep your interactions positive at all times. Your job is to bring her up, not haul her down. If you make a habit of smiling when you text her, you'll naturally inject positivity into your texts. Never say your day was boring. She's not your venting buddy, and moaning about your boss in an attempt to bond over work will not do you any favors. Number 2. Keep it playful. Texting is unofficially reserved for light-hearted, playful conversation, so unless you want to get friend-zoned, avoid getting drawn into boring subject matter that goes nowhere. Oftentimes women will ask boring questions like "What are you doing?" or "What do you do?" rather than answering matter-of-fact lie. Be playful and keep her curious about you. Number 3. What to text a girl when you don't know what to say. Sometimes it can be difficult to think of anything interesting to text a girl, especially if you barely know anything about her. When you're struggling for ideas, start by asking her how the thing she said she was going to do went a broken bar, but in a dorky way that makes her eager to respond. Number 4. How to spot the signs she likes you. A lot of guys don't know when to ask a girl out. Rather than reading the signs she's ready, they keep chatting and milk the conversation for too long. The girl quickly loses interest and they don't understand where they went wrong. Newsflash: girls do not want to have long drawn-out conversations over text. They want you to be a man and ask her out. After all, the longer you talk to her, the more likely you are to say something stupid and screw everything up. You will also lose all your mystery and destroy her excitement for meeting up with you. If everything's already been said over text, then what's the point in meeting up? In fact, so many guys thrive off the validation of her texting back they forget to ask her out altogether. Number 5. Ending the conversation. Ending the conversation is important because it'll keep you out of the friend zone. You won't become that guy she leans on whenever she wants to unload. The person who ends the conversation is usually the one leading the interaction. You will stand out as non-needy and in high demand. It will keep her on her toes and make her wonder about you. Number 6. Mixing up reply times. Do not always text back immediately. Mix it up. A great way to keep her on her toes is to suddenly go radio silent when you're right in the middle of rapidly texting each other back. This will keep her hooked, constantly checking her phone and wondering what happened to you. As a general rule, if she randomly doesn't get back to you for ages, for example 20 minutes, you should make her wait at least 40 minutes, double the time, before texting her back again. Number 7. Send it and forget it. The best habit you need to get into is to send it and forget it, a broken bar, because as soon as you start overthinking everything, bad things happen like these: a broken bar. You send her a text and she doesn't reply. You reread the text again and again. It's been over an hour since you sent it, but still no reply, a broken bar. It doesn't matter how awful a text is. Nothing is that bad. You must never ever double text or apologize for a text if you don't get a reply. Wait it out. Wait for her to get back to you at her leisure, and then if 48 hours or more go by with no response, you simply send a fresh initiator text as if nothing ever happened. Number 8. Mirroring her. Sometimes you'll need to adjust to her texting style accordingly so that you mirror her language and tempo. For example, long texts versus short texts, lots of emojis versus no emojis. If she's a workaholic and specifically told you this when you met her, she won't appreciate texting during working hours. Adjust accordingly. Moreover, a girl who's 18 and spends all day on her phone will probably expect you to text her a lot of emojis and visual messages. photos and LOL cat videos. Adjust accordingly. Number 9. Understanding your audience. Speak her language. Building unconscious rapport isn't just about mirroring the way she texts you. You need to speak her language in the sense of what drives her, what turns her on, and what she's passionate about. You will waste your time if you don't know what type of girl is in front of you. Is she silly or serious? Is she shy or outgoing? Is she at college or is she running her own business? Does she like to chill out reading books or watching Netflix? Does she yearn for adventure? Every girl is different. That means every girl will have her own set of beliefs, turn-ons and turn-offs. Her own desires, dreams and ambitions. Once you know who you have in front of you, you can position yourself accordingly and say what she wants to hear. It's all about giving her the experience that she desperately craves. Number 10. How to ask her out, by insinuating the date. The best way to ask her out is to insinuate the date. For example, first you could establish what cocktail she likes. Then you could talk about some new cocktail bar that's opened up you should totally check out sometime. Test the waters and see if she bites. Then when the time is right, it's the weekend or you know she's free, simply put 2 and 2 together and suggest it's time you go check the cocktail bar out together. Please hit the like and subscribe button for such content.